Hey, what's up everybody? Larry here once again with Interstellar Happenings. It's 3 a.m. here, the night is at its peak, and we got some pretty fun stuff to look at this week once again. And if you're part of the UFO community or just a casual, there's a good chance at some point over the last several months you most likely have run into this photo captured by Juanito Juan. While he claims to have been photographing an incoming storm, these photos have been looked over, and for the most part, whatever is in this image isn't really thought to be CGI or cropped in. Whatever is there is there. But the big joke has always been, what is it? So yeah, I totally get it. I never really showcased this one on the channel for multiple reasons, that being one, plus one has a shop or a restaurant in this area, and some believe this was just a big marketing trick to get people in. But the first and foremost being, all phones now have high quality cameras built right in. It just seems more believable that someone would record over photograph in this day and age. But Juanito had an answer which was essentially the photo was of higher quality and resolution. People here have actually gone as far as to analyze these photos and to make nice little time-lapse videos out of them, showing how whatever this was in the sky, how it moved. There's also something else going on right here in the background, some other sort of object. But like I said, at first glance, I think most of us were feeling pretty much the same thing, that this was all pretty suspect. And then the other day, I saw Nacho on Verdad Occulta discussing a video he received of what appears to be another flying disc or object in the area, this time at night, and recorded. Again by Juanito Juan. Could this actually be the same object, guys? Go ahead and take a look. First, before I get too far into this, I noticed a lot of people also in the comments say this looks like a reflection. What do you guys think? I do kind of see this. There is a weird anomaly going on right up here, as if there is a light or something shining in some sort of window. Even in a reflection, what could that be? So if that is what it is, and this isn't a reflection, then what are we seeing here in the sky? It looks to be like two metallic pancakes slapped together, just with a little room in between them. It obviously, if you look at it here, there's 3 or maybe that's even 4 lights underneath that appear to be rotating. What even reflected would rotate? And again, not sure if these are artifacts, but it appears to also have several lights blinking on it. I don't believe it's the first object that we witnessed from the photos, but it could be. Both are disc-shaped objects, and of course the photos are during the day, so no lights are seen. But it's kind of strange they both seem to be turning in that same odd manner, almost like the gimbal incident. And I don't know if you're aware of the history of Tamaulipas, the superstition behind it, if you even can call it that, but the locals here 100% believe their town, and the whole general area, in fact, is being protected by an underwater alien base that they have named Amupac. And they have some pretty, well, historic proof of their claims. Retired boat captains have issued various testimonies where they refer that when leaving the mouth of the port of Tampico and in the area of a nearby oil platform, the equipment usually just fails, without having an exact reason for what causes the failures. Tropical Storm Carl also took a sharp turn away from that part of the shoreline.
Blocker for Tropical Storm Carl, which is still there in the Bay of Campeche, stationary right now. Okay, so wind is up to 50 miles per hour. We are seeing gusts up to 65 miles per hour, but now that it's stationary, I expect that turn to happen through the morning.
They haven't had a hurricane strike the area in over 50 years. Extreme weather events just continue to miss these cities, feeding this legend. But what do you guys think? Is this the same object as what was in the picture? Let me know. But the next sighting I got lined up for you guys, I obtained over at MUFON. I didn't get the submission statement at the time, but I do remember reading that it was from an air show in Jacksonville, Florida. Looking it up, I do believe this was recorded during the NASDAQ's air show held in Jacksonville, Florida on October 22nd and 23rd, 2022. I'll warn you, this one is fast and can cause you to get a little disoriented. But pay attention to the area between the planes. I'll first play it at a regular speed. If you don't see it, don't worry, I will be slowing it down after, so go ahead and take a look. Okay guys, did you see it? Yeah, same here. The first time I saw this video, it's a very fast moving object. So let's go ahead and slow it down so we can see it a little bit better to 25%. And again, pay attention between these two aircrafts as something flies past that appears to be some sort of small white orb. This one reminds me a lot of the object we saw in the video from the Hyundai Air and Sea Show back in May on Miami Beach. The object flies down between the planes and actually makes a course correction. Much like the Miami Air Show here, we can't really rule out a possible bird as an explanation. But what do you guys think? Hit me up in the comments, but I gotta move on to my final sighting for the day, and one that took place in Gainesville, Georgia. Another bright orb that appears to be recorded with a color night vision camera. You'll first see in the video what appears to be your average, everyday, typical plane. But not long after, a second closer, much brighter, glowing oval-shaped object takes form that can be observed heading from the southwest to the northeast. Check it out. Okay, so using this plane as a reference to verify what's going on here, we can see the plane has blinking lights, the red color. But when this mysterious orb flies into the picture, you can see it's much different. It has no blinking lights, no red, no blue. Guys, this object, what you're seeing here, isn't a plane. It doesn't appear to have any natural features that can be explained, as I don't even make out an actual object that would have a light on it, just a solid ball of light that appears to have some sort of field around it, possibly gravitational. The cameraman who recorded this also said the object slowly faded away and disappeared, possibly into another dimension. Who knows where these things go when they disappear? Maybe they enter portals, maybe they can sense they're being watched and activate their cloaking. I don't know. Where do you guys think they go? But that's all I really have for today, so do me a favor, subscribe now for more interstellar happenings.